Hey, I'm Robert Erickson with Self Therapy, and this is a product review of a device that's used for putting on and taking off compression stockings. We've done a lot of these videos, and we've had a product for a long time called the Steve, and this is basically a copy of the Steve. The difference is it is now available in America. We used to have to import the Steve from the Netherlands. We're a lymphedema management center, so we see a lot of patients and they all need to wear compression stockings. And that's where we learn about these devices and like to share that in these videos. So what we like about this device is we use it in cases where somebody cannot reach their feet. And that can be a really challenge. There are other good devices on the market, like the EasyAss, for example, that works well for putting on compression stockings without reaching your feet. The problem comes with taking them off, and that's where this device is quite unique. It actually has a system for taking compression stockings off. If you were looking for instructions, there will be links at the end of this video with actual instructions on how to use it. This is just a product review. So some of the benefits with this is that it has adjustable handles, which allows it to stretch quite a way out. That's the longest position of the handles right there. So that allows you to reach your feet with the compression sock while sitting, and you don't have to be able to reach even past your knees to be able to use this device. That's one of the benefits. The way that they curve these handles too was a good idea because it allows you to angle it down a little bit. Another minor detail that actually matters quite a bit is the shape. May be hard to see, but they added a little sort of a groove right here to give you more room to move the heel through. So those are some of the pros with this device. And of course, the biggest pro is the fact that it actually has a system for taking compression stockings off, and you use this little ring that comes with it. The ring fits right into here. One thing, a minor detail that's actually a major difference that they have added since the Steve is 3 little silicone dots on the inside right here. And a problem that we had with the Steve, and that we brought this to the manufacturer's attention too, was that sometimes when you use it to push the compression sock off, the fabric would begin to slide between the ring and the device. And sometimes it wasn't successful. You couldn't get the compression sock off, and in the worst cases, it would even begin to tear the fabric of the compression sock. And those socks are not cheap, so that's not good when that happens. So adding these little silicone dots here, I think is a really good idea. It adds to the friction to try to prevent that from happening. Word of caution though, if you get one of these, is to keep that from happening also, really make sure that ring is all the way in good when you're using the device for taking the stockings off. So those were the pluses. As far as the negatives, or not so much negative as to know that you're choosing the right product for the right person. You do need to have some grip strength in order to be able to load the sock onto this device. It does take some grip strength. When you use rubber gloves, that does make that a lot easier. And it also does come in 4 different sizes. So it's important to get the right size, because if you get it too large, it's going to require a lot of hand strength to stretch that fabric out over the device. And another thing that we did occasionally run into as a problem was that this part that is removable because when you use this device to take stockings off, you don't need this, and it might be in your way. So they did design it so that you can remove it. However, some of our customers, this would pop out when they were using it to put the stockings on with. and while they're in the middle of the process, because they're putting a lot of pressure on the back of it with their heel, and it can pop out, especially if it wasn't inserted all the way. The remedy for that, we have a troubleshooting video on that, is to actually just keep pushing. Put the device back on the floor, push your foot in, and it will pop right back in. So there is a remedy for that, but it can be kind of annoying or scary when you're going to get stuck halfway in between with the sock half on, half off. Those are some of the experiences we've had with this device. So overall, it can really be a lifesaver or an independence saver. It can. We've had customers who had to hire someone to come and help them put their compression stockings on, and they invested in one of these and took the time to train and learn how to use it, work through some of the obstacles, and they no longer had to hire anyone to help them. So that's what this is all about, is to achieve independence with your daily life activities. We're always happy when we can see that. As always, with any of the devices that we talk about on our channel and on our website, keep in mind that most of the time when the manufacturers create their instructional videos, they have young models that don't have the kind of problems that maybe you have, arthritis, back problems. So they make it look really easy. Plus, they have practiced. But I do want to encourage you this way. You might look at them and think, well, that's not me, I can't do that. Our patients are not like those models in the videos. Our patients are real. They have the real problems. They have hip problems, they have back problems, they have knee problems, they have hand problems. And oftentimes the first time they try, it may almost seem impossible. It takes learning. But often we find it's not so much about strength as it is about technique. So don't give up too quick. Keep trying, keep tweaking, change the angle that you're pushing, and all of a sudden, boom, you got it on. With practice, of course, comes the skill. So I encourage you to keep trying. The goal is independence. Thank you for watching. If you were looking for instructions on how to use the Simon for putting on compression stockings, there should be a video suggested here at the end. Also, please subscribe. We do post things. We're always looking for new ideas and new devices. Comment below if you know of some other device or other technique that works really well. We'd love for this to be a place where people can share and find ideas to solve daily life problems, like how to put on compression stockings and how to take them off. Check out our website too. We have a lot of videos there, troubleshooting videos for the Steve and for the Simon, at selfcaretherapy.com. I hope to see you there.